Hey everybody, I'm Zach. I'm Judd. And welcome to the second episode of Zach vs. Judd.
As you might remember on the last episode, we did a bunch of mini competitions to see who would be the best at all sorts of different types of activities.
And the competition is back. But instead of competing on multiple competitions, we're just going to do one today. What's it going to be, Judd?
Well, we're going to start out by coming up with some different rules because we remember what happened last time. And we're going to build a raft using primarily cardboard and duct tape.
So when I was running yesterday at the back 40 at Deerfield High School, the river was very over flooded, and I figured we should utilize this in our competition. So whoever can build the best raft, and we'll have to decide what that means, with cardboard and duct tape and maybe another tool that we'll have to decide, wins competition. All right. So Judd feels a strong sense of urgency to establish clear rules before the competition.
So I was brainstorming on my way over here possible ways that Zach could cheat if it wasn't specified.
And they are endless. They are endless possibilities.
Came up with him creating a boat already and somehow switching it out, possibly sabotaging my boat, somehow using the canoe and putting cardboard on it, and then possibly something with sharks. So we'll have to come up with strict guidelines in order to make it as hard as possible for Zach to figure out a loophole.
So here's what I say. We each get one roll of duct tape, one cardboard box that we can buy, so we'll have to figure out what that looks like.
What size? I mean, are we buying the same size?
Yeah,
Okay.
the exact same materials. We both get the same duct tape, same cardboard box. And then I say we give each other half an hour to make our raft and then head over the stream.
We discussed our differing weights is one possible issue. Are we gonna do something with that?
We should measure ourselves beforehand and to determine what additional weight you must carry.
Or
I need to cut off.
All right.
Whatever's easier.
I think that's a good base of guidelines right now. If we think of anything else, up until the building process, we can lay it out. Once the building starts, I think that will be the rules have been established.
Yeah. All right, I'll get my scale.
So Zach just went inside to get the scale, and I had a discussion with his father, who reminded me of last year's debacle. And I have the added weight, not only of figuring out how I'm going to build my raft, but also figure out how Zach's going to cheat. And I was discussing with Alicia earlier. She doesn't have any idea. He hasn't said anything to her, but we both know that he's planning something. I think it might be during the weighing process. He might be weighing himself down extra right now and then lose that, so I have to add more weight to my raft. So I'm just going to have to make sure I'm extra diligent with his preparation. The weighing process. I think obviously this is a family program, so we're not going to get completely new, but I think we should empty all of our pockets.
Why?
Who knows why? I think as a punishment you should have to get naked now for the weighing process.
I told you it wouldn't work.
We should have gotten a weight before and after all of the change, just to see how much the cheating would have helped.
I hope you're happy, Judd.
Alicia, would you mind just patting him down real quick to make sure he's gotten it all?
Is there no trust?
None.
Can I pat Judd down now?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Alright, it's zeroed, because I'm sure you checked that too. Do you want to go first or should I?
You can go first.
I haven't weighed myself in a while.
that 174?
I don't have my glasses in, so I guess so. This is an easy way to cheat.
161.
All right, so 131 and I was 174. So 43.
So I'll gain 22 pounds. You lose 21, and just know I'm not helping you pick up a penny.
I think I might leave this here for now. Is this gonna be big enough? There's even a bigger one that we can pull out. Judd often overlooks things. I don't know, maybe 2 of these?
So Zach just went to Home Depot by himself, which, thinking about it, I don't know if it's a great idea. I'll have to check him when we get out of the car.
I got 4 rolls.
Did you get anything else while you were in there? Can we be sure? Can I see your receipt?
It's right there.
Could you hand it to me?
So here we are, construction time.
30 minutes, may the best raft win. Both floats, it's gonna then come down to a race, but we're not expecting that to happen.
River race.
We're both allowed to use 2 cardboard boxes, which we picked up already,
Our supplies are already at our stations.
2 rolls of duct tape, and 1 box cutter.
We're not going to be able to observe each other while we work because of Judd's strategically placed car. So we have 30 minutes. Okay, let's go.
I have a fairly simple strategy going on here. I think if I were to overthink it, it would probably not help the integrity of the boat. So I decided I would use the design of the box to my advantage. And for my first box, I'm just gonna make it real simple, nice place for me to sit, big enough where it'll hold my whole weight. Where'd you just go?
Nowhere.
To his shenanigans already. Get out of the garage!
One thing Judd doesn't know very much about duct tape is duct tape melts in the sun, which makes it very hard to use. So I'm going to put mine in the shade. I don't think Judd knows this.
Alright, so we're in our 5-minute interview break right now. Not as far along as I'd want to be. I'm having a little problem constructing the base of my raft. My basic idea is to keep the first box as a cabin, and then I'm going to have a few different hollowed out boxes on the bottom to keep it afloat. And I just want to keep it simple. I still have 2 or 3 of the bottom flotation places to go to. What's really slowing me up is this duct tape. It is causing me so much trouble. I see Zach lift his up in the air. It is so much more intricate than mine, which I think plays well to my favor, because like I said at the beginning, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Just destroying my duct tape. Is it doing it to yours?
Mine's good.
Had a little problem. Tape has become an issue. The first roll has become unusable. The heat has warped it so you can't even use it.
Duct tape melts in the sun, which makes it very hard to use. I don't think Judd knows this.
So I'm trying my best to work fast with the second roll so it doesn't happen to that one. As you can see, it's just really hot out. It's sweating. I'm sure the same thing's going on in Zach's camp though, so I'm just gonna keep chugging along.
So originally I had a plan. I realized I was not gonna have enough duct tape. I was sealing the bottom of my boat, something that I don't think Judd's doing because he's not using all of his duct tape, which is interesting. Quick calculations. The idea here to make sure it floats is buoyancy. I need to displace enough water to hold me up. Now I quickly calculated the volume of my boat, which I got to about 18.5 cubic feet. Now I'm figuring about 3 or 4 gallons fit in a cubic foot. That's just a pure guess. Well, estimated guess. 3 or 4 gallons per cubic foot. Each cubic foot of water I'm going to displace would thus be about 20 pounds. This should be more than enough if it floats. The big thing is it going to be resistant to the water? You done, Judd?
Yeah, as done as I'm gonna be.
Take a look. Explain your design.
So,
is that where the motor goes?
quick to make fun of now, are you?
Holy crap! What happened to this duct tape?
The sun. Oh, so I lost that much.
The sun did it?
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Go ahead.
My idea, I figured with the extra weight I'm going to have on, the taller, the better, so I can sink down and still be able to float. I think it'll float. Nay, I guarantee it will float.
Explain this idea to me.
I wanted the hollow box at the bottom. I wanted to make them all hollow to give it a little buoyancy, but I didn't have time to create all of them. So just keeping with, I want to keep the boat balanced, so I put it in the middle and left the 2 other ones on the side.
You certainly have high structural integrity. I mean, this box isn't going to fall apart. So assuming that a box can float.
I am making that assumption. And oh man, the duct tape just drove me crazy.
Well, do you want to see my design?
I do.
I sealed the bottom. Now that's why I ran out of duct tape so quickly, and I ran out of duct tape too quickly, which meant that in the back, I had to recycle some duct tape from this back to make sure it seals out. So I'm not as confident about my structural integrity, especially at the seams, than I am with yours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Interesting. I really am confident that mine's gonna float though. At the beginning of this competition, I really didn't think we were gonna be able to pull this off. And I mean, time still might prove that correct, but I feel very confident in the fact that I will be bobbing up and down the river while Zach's trying to bail out water.
We'll see. I'm a little bit. Wait, are you going in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole plan. There's some turbulence in this water.
If it still floats.
You're probably not going to be.
Crowds will cheer when they see my voice keeps saying, "This is where I'm meant to be."
Drew,
way deeper than I expected.
Drew's our resident nature guy. He's here to oversee.
Look how deep that is.
Oh my gosh.
There.
So I know
right here.
every mile will be
This
worth
is, and I would say that the deepness definitely favors
7
Judd's
feet deep.
This used to be not overgrown at all.
Yeah.
Like we were able to go in off the sides. We lost a frisbee one day, get in and get out. Now if we tip over, it's gonna be really hard for us to find a spot to get out.
My heart is beating. Like, quicker than usual.
We're concerned that if my boat tips, I'll be so engulfed in it.
It'll fall like this.
So I'm gonna try to keep all my weight perfectly.
Drew's here, he has our back. He's getting ready.
About my first aid kit,
Oh, which is your hands?
which is my hands.
We're gonna try putting in 40 pounds of my weight.
Oh, they're strong. I gotta figure out a way to.
Are you in?
Nope. Distribute my weight.
At the count of 3, we gotta go in. Mine's about to go down.
It's okay if it goes down as long as there's
One.
water that gets in.
2, 3.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ah! Zach wins! Ah!
Wait, mine's still floating.
Is it racing?
Yeah.
So how far?
Whoever stuff sinks.
Tell me when to go in, Alicia. Okay?
Hey, get the camera!
Bring it over? Shoot, how am I gonna do this? Oh, gross! Ah! This is so gross! There's fish in here! Ah! Yuck, yuck, yuck. Ah.
Yeah, I definitely lost it.
Ah! So gross.
I am on my way. I can go
I'm
the
winning!
distance. I don't care how far. Somehow I'll be strong. I know every mile will be
You're
worth
not really considering that winning, are you? You're just floating right now. That's not a raft. What do you consider a raft? That's a flotation device. You're not inside it. Or on top.
So, the victorious ship has seen better days. Good job, Judd.
Congratulations, Zach.
Thank
Another
you.
year, another victory. Both rafts were able to carry us down the river according to the strict guidelines of the rules, though, since I was not in mine. Zach was awarded the victory today.
You know, we both had great designs. It was a happy competition. I'm glad I won for a second year in a row, but the victory wouldn't be as sweet if it weren't for a fierce competitor like Judd. So our friend Drew, as you met earlier, is still floating down the river at some point. We wanted him to capture Judd's boat. So he's like, take this log, and started swimming after it. We haven't seen him since. We heard him yell like maybe 2-3 minutes ago.
It doesn't matter how far apart we are now. You can add up all the miles in between. If you take a good look all around now, all you'll see is you and me. When I look at myself in the mirror, I see you standing there smiling at me, and I'm right back at the beginning, lost inside.
So until next time, I'm Zach.
And I'm Judd.